Viva Ford congratulates Shay Smith from Franklin High School as a 2022 Built Ford Tough recipient. Shay is Franklin's junior quarterback and already one of the top Division I prospects in the Sun City. He's already working to build his legacy as a student athlete with offers to play at the next level. Texas Tech and UTEP want him on their football team and have made official offers. The Franklin quarterback has been playing football since he was a toddler. Shay learned from the best. His father, Paul Smith, played running back at UTEP. Congratulations to Shay Smith, who has built Viva Ford Tough. Hello everyone, I'm Estela Casas, Creative Brand Strategist for the Viva Auto Group family of dealerships. Thanks for listening to the VivaStyle podcast, where we have interesting conversations about the automotive industry that provides hundreds of jobs in the Borderland. Let's talk VivaStyle. Hello everybody, I'm glad you all are doing well, and the weather's getting a little cooler and it makes for football weather, right? And we always love football weather, and it's a time to be out there with a family, supporting our different high schools, and just having fun.
Absolutely. Change is always good, especially when the weather gets a little bit cooler. And who doesn't love football?
Exactly. So Xavier Escobedo from Viva Ford, he is a new car sales manager. Thank you for being with us this afternoon and today. And you had a very exciting day the other day when you were able to give a young man from Franklin High School was named Built Ford Tough Player of the Week.
Correct. His name is Shay Smith. He won Player of the Week. It's an award that's been handed out for the last 17 years. And there's one thing that Texans love, right? They're trucks and football. So it's a great opportunity to hand the award out to this young player who's a great athlete and is probably going to do a lot of great things in college. And of course, to show the brand new Lightning Ford F-150.
So right before we went on, you were telling me about how, you drove up in this beautiful Lightning, the Ford Lightning, which is an electric truck. And I've been in that Ford Lightning, and it is beautiful, and it doesn't make any noise. So tell me a little bit about that experience, how that was, and what kind of reaction you had from everybody at Franklin High School.
So first thing is I graduated from Franklin, so it brought back a lot of memories. But pulling up into the track, into the football field, it was like a spaceship. Everybody was looking at you, teachers, coaches, students, and it was a great experience for myself as well as for everybody around. It's one of the first Lightnings in El Paso, and it's something that it's basically the future. So it was a good insight to what Ford's going towards.
So that Ford Lightning that we have at Viva Ford is a mannequin. Is that what it's called?
Correct. It's a mannequin. So it gives the public the opportunity to go to our dealership. You can check it out. You could drive it. You could look at the cool features and then sit down with my sales personnel. We could go into depth about more technology that Ford has to deliver. And it's a mannequin for about 6 months. So we won't sell it so the public can check it out.
But you can order it.
Absolutely, yes.
So tell me about that process. I've driven it. It drives like a dream. It's beautiful on the outside. It has a frunk on the inside, which is like a trunk. And and I want one. So how do I go about getting one down the road?
That's a great question. And first things first would be I would love to sit down with you and introduce you to my sales personnel so we could go over some of the details, like features, right? There's different features for this vehicle. So once we actually lock in what you exactly want, we could go ahead and pre-order the vehicle there in person and walk you through the whole process, smooth and easy, and it'll get delivered to the dealership.
So you have to look at financing, and I want a purple one. Does it come in purple? Probably not. But you choose the outside in color. You choose your interior, from the several choices that Ford allows, and then you go into some financing, and then you go into some other questions that you might have. How long is that process?
So that process should take about 15 to 30 minutes. It just depends how many questions customers have. One of the cool things is Ford, what they're doing right now is if you decide to order your vehicle now, there's something that you can lock in your interest rates, lock in savings. So if your vehicle comes down the road, you can take advantage of those current interest rates right now in the market.
So when you go in and you order and all that stuff, how long will it be until I can have it in my garage and in my driveway?
Good question. It just depends on how equipped you order it and the commodities that you are requiring, of course. But anywhere from 6 to 7 months is the wait time, give or take.
Okay, so we may make plans for that. Now, the Lightning isn't the only vehicle that Viva Ford has currently. I know that we have a lot of cars on the lot. Tell me about some of the cars that you have available right now, and maybe kind of like the price range. You know, how much I can expect to pay for an Expedition, or how much I can expect to pay for the Lightning, just so people will have an idea. We don't guarantee those prices because they are subject to change, as you all know, depending on the features. But so people will have a pretty good idea of what the range is.
So right now is like actually a great opportunity, especially if you're looking for a large SUV, an Expedition, Explorer, Edge, or an F-150. If you notice, drive by my line, you'll see a lot more inventory. Ford is getting a lot better at filling the dealerships with inventory, which means more options for the consumer and better features. So yeah, it's pretty good opportunity right now.
Okay, and so it all depends on your credit and all your credit score and all those things, and that will determine your monthly payment and the cost of the vehicle. So you have to go on in and get familiar with the sales personnel and the team and make that connection with them so you can order the vehicle that is just right for you. Hey, what do you think about electric vehicles?
I think they're great. I think that's the future. Ford is actually making a huge commitment to electric vehicles, just as you see Tesla as well. And I think before you know it, we'll all be driving them.
It's I think it's all something so very new to all of us, and on the border, the border is very different from the rest of the country. We have the different challenges, the different economy. At the end of the day, El Paso is more of a depressed economy, obviously, than Dallas and Houston, where there's a lot of money and a lot of choices and a lot of great jobs. And so El Paso is a little more depressed. Do you think that maybe it'll just take us a little longer, in a few more years, a couple of more years, to kind of catch up and have more electric vehicles on the road and just fewer gas guzzlers, or what do you see for the borderland with with a lot of people driving trucks because they need them to work in the fields, or with farming? What do you envision?
Absolutely, yes. We have a lot of agriculture. We have New Mexico here right next to us. So we definitely do have a lot of demand for Super Duties, diesels. So for us, we'll probably take a little bit longer to catch up to the EV market, especially because Texas is large, and the distance from point A to point B could be a lot longer. So we do have those restraints, and we are getting a lot better. Ford is getting a lot better, and they're installing and people are investing into plugins. So that way you can plan ahead, travel, connect, and then you have a full charge for the following day, so traveling will be a lot better. So as time progresses, Ford is definitely getting a lot better. But you're absolutely right. Here in the border town, we have agriculture, we have oil fields, we have a lot of trucks, a lot of working trucks. But electric trucks also are built for work. So we have different trim levels. We have for the luxury customer and the work customer too as well.
Okay, so there's a lot of options available.
Yes.
Okay, and a lot of cars available right now in Viva Ford. So stop on by. If you drive by, you'll see all the new, beautiful vehicles in all different colors. Xavier, it was a lot of fun, I imagine, for you going back to, let's go back to the Built Ford Tough Player of the Week. I believe it's Shay Smith who got it this time. By the way, my son, when he was a senior, I believe it was 2013, he was one of the first ones from the El Paso area to get that Built Ford truck, because he from Franklin, and he was chosen as a Player of the Week after scoring 5 touchdowns during football games. So that was a lot of fun, and I love and I miss watching him play football, and it is such a sport that brings family and community together. So when you walked in, describe when you walked in and gave this award to Shay, and the crowd probably went crazy because they love him and they love our community. Tell me what through your mind.
Absolutely. I mean, first thing is Friday Night Lights. Who doesn't love it, right? Community, you come together. Like you said, the weather's colder, you're cozy, you're out there with your family. And it just brought back memories when I was a kid and I was with my parents.
Did you play football?
I did not play football.
But you went to the football games.
But I would go to the football games, absolutely, and support my friends who did. My parents didn't allow me to play football. But I love the game. I've been passionate about it. I've been watching it for years. So it brought a lot of memories, a lot of cool memories in Franklin, and familiar faces, especially with Coach Walker. Coach Walker is a coach for Franklin, and got to reminisce with him and bring back some memories. But absolutely, I mean, nothing beats Friday Night Lights, community, food,
and trucks.
Yeah, football and trucks doesn't get better than that.
Doesn't get better than that. So Ford, invests a lot of money into their Built Ford Tough program, recognizing all these students, all these football players every week during the season, and it really is a great experience for these kids. Sometimes they go on to play professional football or college football or not. My son went on to play a college ball, but now he has his doctorate of physical therapy, so he hasn't played football ever again. But Ford invests with these kids. They not only recognize them in front of the community with that beautiful award that we are showing you in this video that we're going to be running about Shay Smith, and they also fly you up to Dallas. They prepare a meal in the locker room for the player and the guest. The cheerleaders are there taking pictures with these players, and they're all beautiful. All those girls are beautiful. So the young men are like, their eyes are sparkling. And they measure, all these young men, their finger for a ring. They get this beautiful ring that they get to keep as well. So it's just it just shows the community that Ford cares about their communities, and Viva Ford, connected to Ford. Obviously, it's very important to show that Ford is committed.
Absolutely, yeah. Yes, that experience overall. That was in Dallas in the AT&T Stadium. Absolutely, it's a great experience, and here in Texas, we like our football.
So we sure do. Xavier, anything you'd like to add?
Nothing. I just suggest people come on down. The faces that I saw on teachers, coaches, students when they saw the brand new electric. Come on down, check it out, drive it. It's like a spaceship. Order it, and we'll help you. We have so many questions to answer, and sometimes we can't think of all of them. But if you do have them, come on down and give us an opportunity, and we'd love to assist you.
Well, there's a question that we always ask, and we answer it ourselves. What is your VivaStyle? And we answered, it's what you want it to be. Because you get to choose if you want to drive a Lightning, if you want to drive an Escape, or if you want to drive an Expedition. So the choices are all out there in all different colors. We have a lot of inventory right now at Viva Ford, so stop on by. Xavier, thank you so much for coming in and sharing some stories about the commitment that Viva Ford has here in our community. We appreciate you coming in, and we appreciate Ford as well for recognizing our top football players here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and share our podcast, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.
Thank you.
We'd like to hear what you think about today's conversation. Go to the Viva Auto Group Facebook page and like us. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car or truck, we invite you to choose a Viva vehicle. Viva Ford congratulates Shay Smith from Franklin High School as a 2022 Built Ford Tough recipient. Shay is Franklin's junior quarterback and already one of the top Division I prospects in the Sun City. He's already working to build his legacy as a student athlete with offers to play at the next level. Texas Tech and UTEP want him on their football team and have made official offers. The Franklin quarterback has been playing football since he was a toddler. Shay learned from the best. His father, Paul Smith, played running back at UTEP. Congratulations to Shay Smith, who has built Viva Ford Tough.